Hello everyone, my name is Martha, CEO Zoey Farms, and this is our country home. It's located in Tororo district, Akadot sub-county, Kamuli Ojolo window. This is our farm. It's called Zoey Farms and Fisheries, and we do so many things. We do poultry, we do vegetable growing, we do fish farming. We are also into beekeeping, that is apiary. So have some time, we come and see the farm, we check out what we have.
Hello.
Hi Ojay, welcome to Zoey Farms.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm excited to be here.
Yes.
I've heard a lot about you and I can't wait to see what's going on.
It's a pleasure having you at the farm.
So this is our house.
So this is our country home.
Wow. What inspired you to get into farming?
Initially, I am an accountant by profession, so I was working somewhere as an accountant, but because of the love I have for farming, I decided to quit my job to come and do what we have here.
How are you able to manage all these things at once?
To manage all the things at once, I got a manager because I was making money at the farm, so the money that I had, I saw I won't manage alone. So I employed a manager who would take care of the things at the farm, and also some few workers who take care of the different things we do. Yes. So I am going to take you through our vegetable gardens, what we do in the vegetable garden, what we grow in the vegetable garden. I am going to show you everything we have. So here is our section that really inspired me to get into farming. This is what we call our kitchen garden, where we grow so many things. In a small space, you can create your kitchen garden. That is what we call the vertical gardens. Here, as you see it, you can grow so many vegetables on different spaces, the vertical garden you've created. So here we have the box garden. You can see we've grown here onions. They do very well so long as your soil is well aerated and has enough manure. Your vegetables can do so well here. And then here we have the tire gardens. You can use tires to grow vegetables like sukuma wiki. You can grow tomatoes on it. We have buckets from paintings. So this is our kitchen garden. This is what we call a kitchen garden.
Kitchen, you're meaning what we use in the kitchen?
Exactly. Okay, like when you're at home and you have your small space, you can utilize that space by growing vegetables we use in the kitchen. Basically, we use tomatoes, we use onions, and so many other vegetables. How I started farming at my home, where I used to stay. We had a small backyard, so I decided to do my kitchen garden there. I would grow like a few vegetables like at home that we use at home, like tomatoes, onions, so many other sukuma wiki, things that you can cook at home. So those vegetables helped me to cut costs at home. So as time went on, I received visitors at home who admired the vegetables, were looking so nice, so they would come and buy from me. I make some small money, so I decided to make vegetable growing as my side hustle. I employ someone boy. We hire land somewhere, just a small portion, a 50 by 100. We started venturing into those vegetables a bit on a large scale. So the tomatoes would get us money, enough money. You come back from work, you get the boy has sold onions, he has sold. So I saw it was really making money. So I tell my husband I want to quit my job and I start farming. He's like, it's okay if that is what you want. So after I came to the village, we started with the small savings we got from the vegetable growing. We hire cheap labor around the village, so they come and help at the farm, set up the farm.
You had transferred here already?
No, not yet. I had not yet started staying in the village, but we had the land, his land. He has land in the village.
So this is like customary land?
Yeah, it is family land.
Okay.
But his own portion, that is where we are doing the what? The farming. So I hire labor from the villagers. They come help set up the gardens, and that's how we start.
What do you have?
So here is a vertical garden. On a vertical garden, as you can see, there are so many steps. They have steps, layers, let's say. On every layer, you can grow there your vegetables. Like on the first one, you see there, we grew onions. Then there you can put either carrots. Then there we have spinach. Then here we have our eggplants, our white eggplants. Locally, we call them entula. So we have these white ones, and then the purple ones. These
are the purple ones.
The biringanya.
Biringanya. They are also, in English, they are also eggplants.
Yes, they are all eggplants. So
you're eating it raw. I saw one of your guys pouring here.
Yeah, so here he was pouring manure here. Yes, to fertilize our small garden.
So what are you going to put here?
So here basically we are going to plant maybe tomatoes. There we can put some cabbage, some sukuma wiki. You know when you have these kitchen gardens, they also cut on costs at home. The money that you would have used to buy tomatoes, to buy onions, you can divert it to do something else. So basically you need these kitchen gardens at home.
What inspired you to start making these kind of backyard gardens?
So what inspired me, because also if you check on my background, where I come from, we are farmers. So I used to see my mom grow these small vegetables in her backyard garden, and she would just say, go and pick some tomatoes from the garden. You bring, we cook. Go and pick some onions.
Instead of going to
the shop. So I saw it was cost saving. So I got inspired. Like I grew up seeing my mom do that, so I had to follow her footsteps. Hence, I came up with this.
How can a person also get to plant this in their backyard?
So these are our box garden. You can basically get timber. You create these boxes, and you grow enough of your either sukuma. So here, you see we have planted our spinach.
This is transplanted.
This is transplanted from our seedling house. So for us here, we as people come, they see what we grow here. They also want seedlings to go and start up their their backyard gardens.
This is goat manure.
This is goat manure. So the goat droppings, you don't pick them direct from the goat house, and you bring them to the vegetable because they are acidic. When you put them fresh, apply them fresh in your garden, they can basically kill the plants. You dry up the plants.
Because of the acid?
Yes. So you have to wait for them to decompose for like a month. So we have somewhere where we pile them up for decomposition. For like 2 to 3 weeks, then we can remove them.
Like a pit, or
it's like a pit. We created a pit where we keep it. So the beauty with a kitchen garden, you can use any available material to create your garden.
So literally anyone can create a kitchen garden.
Exactly, and they are cost effective. So spinach doesn't take long, like doesn't take much time, like to grow for it to mature to eat. It takes just like 2 weeks, and you're ready to eat.
2 weeks and you're eating.
And you're eating the spinach. So you keep on weeding, spraying. Yes, within just a period of these ones mature with like 2 months.
2 months.
Yes. So there we use buckets. Wow. In a period where it's dry, this one helps us to water these plants you're seeing around. Yes.
So that's why you're able to have a year-round supply.
That's why we are able to have vegetables throughout. Whether it's dry season, whether it's wet season, we have vegetables.
So what would it take a person there out to also have this in their garden?
Actually, you have to have a water source. We dug an underground tunnel where we pump our water in the tank. So the tank supplies water all over the gardens.
How big is the tank?
We have a 10,000 liter tank. Yes.
Okay, so once in a while you pump to the tank.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, just estimate the cost for having this in the garden.
Okay, just the sprinkler alone, we buy it at 60,000.
60.
Yeah. Then
that's the top.
yeah, this is the top, just this sprinkler alone. Then the piping and so on will cost you roughly, just for one, will cost you roughly like 150,000. So long as you have a water source.
As long as you have the water source and
yes.
okay, you're connected to this side.
Yes.
Oh.
So this one here is our seedling house. Let's say it's our nursery bed, but a modern nursery bed.
Are these nets? Why is it like this?
This is a net. This net helps in aeration. You know, like conditions of a plant to grow. Yeah. Should have enough air inside. Then up there, this net you can't leave it like hanging because of the sun. You know, too much sunlight affects our seedling. So we put this paper here. It's not a UV. It reflects the sun, but it just provides light for the plant.
So the light is still very important.
The light is still very important. You know, light is good for photosynthesis. Yeah. These are trays where we plant our seeds. Seeds
from the shop.
From the shop, we bring them here. So in here we have cocoa peat. Cocoa peat is mixed with loam soil and some manure in it.
So the cocoa peat, you buy it or you make by yourself?
We buy it, we don't make it.
So okay, do you know what is in this cocoa peat?
In cocoa peat we have coconut husks. We have, they put in loam soil, black soil. They also put in other manure, different manures to make the soil fertile and soft and to enable our seedling grow.
So do you water or anything?
Yeah, you have to water because the soil actually is so light. So this tray goes for 10,000 shillings.
Each tray?
Each tray.
But you're able to use it for a long period of time?
Yeah, they are long lasting.
Okay.
Yes. So these are our modern nursery beds. We have our seedlings of tomatoes, cabbages, spinach, we have eggplants, yeah, and so many others.
So it seems like these are very, very tiny for them to stay here. How long do you keep
So these
them
ones are 4 days old.
4 days old?
Yes, these ones that you see that have grown. So these are our cabbages. They are 4 days old. They don't take long to grow.
How long does it take for it to have them in the garden?
To have this in the garden, it takes 21 days.
Is there any spraying that happens while we are here?
No, here we just water.
Only watering?
Only watering.
Wow. So, how much produce are you able to put out every time? Like in a month or something?
In a month. So it also depends on the season. When the season is good, we make enough money. We always target a season where farmers are not growing, like maybe the dry season, like that. That is when we grow a lot of vegetables because they are on high demand. You find that the vegetables in the markets are not enough because farmers are not growing. So that is the time we target, and we make enough money. So from just a tomato during that time, during scarcity, like a kilogram of tomatoes, we can sell it even at 5,000. So just imagine you've grown like a ton of tomatoes, how much money that is.
How do we get money out of these plants?
So when you're a farmer, you must know the cost of seed, the cost that you're going to put into farming. For example, like me, I buy my tomatoes from East West Seed Company, and a sacket of, let's say, 10 grams of tomatoes, I buy it at 100,000 to grow like half an acre of tomatoes. But from that half an acre, just one plant of tomato can give me like, let's say, 100 fruits of tomatoes. And if a kilo goes for 3,000 and maybe 10 fruits make 1 kilo, from one plant I can maybe make like 30,000. just one plant. Just imagine if the plants of tomatoes are like, let's say 10, and they are all giving you 30,000.
So from 4 plants you've covered the money
for buying the seed. From half an acre, let's say you can make like 2 million, 3 million of tomatoes if the market price is good. We also have other vegetables like skuma wiki that are a daily income.
These ones here.
Yes.
So you know the most tricky thing I know to like plant is tomatoes.
Yes.
So I would like you to just explain to us the few fundamentals we should not miss.
You cannot plant tomatoes in sandy soil. They won't do well. Tomatoes need loam soil. Another thing, just like I've been telling you, the seed quality matters. And also you must know how to control the pests and diseases. Here we created our ridges. These ridges.
These are ridges.
Yes. So one other factor of tomato growing, you must make sure that they receive enough water. So these ridges here help to retain water in the soil. The water doesn't evaporate that easily. You see these rows, once it rains, water collects in here. So the ridges absorb that water that is collected in the middle of these raised beds. You have to make sure that the tomatoes don't have weeds in them, because those weeds are the ones that take enough of the tomatoes' nutrients. You understand?
They compete with the plant.
They compete with the plant. So you make sure that the ridges are well wed for the plant to grow. Then when they have grown, as you have seen like this, we have to raise them. So this method here we have used is called trellising. What do I mean by trellising? You have to make sure that your plant doesn't like touch the soil. Oh. You know very well that the soil have diseases that affect what? So we use this to prevent diseases. And also when a plant is raised like that, the more it will do what? It will fruit. It will continue fruiting until up. Yes, so as you see here, the tomatoes have put, but they are still flowering. This is like 5 to 6 feet raising. This
is like 5 because I'm like 5'9".
Yes. You have to spray the plants. Sometimes they get tomato blight, something like that, or wilt, tomato wilt. Yeah? But good enough, our tomatoes are not affected by the blight or the wilt. Yeah, so we've been spraying to prevent that. So we use mango zeb. So in the soil also you use DAP.
These are at a certain stage of the plant or any time?
Here we spray after 3 weeks.
Both of the chemicals?
Yeah, both the chemical plus rabbit urine and so on.
In the soil or on the plant?
On the plant, but then DAP, you have to put it in the soil.
It's a fertilizer?
It's a fertilizer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at what point do you put the DAP?
When after planting, you wait for like 3 weeks or 1 month, you apply the DAP in the soil to boost the growth of the tomato.
What have you gained from this vegetable farming so far, after this period of time of doing this? So
far, actually from vegetable farming, I've gotten money, and from that money, it has helped to expand the farm. So at the farm, we don't only now grow vegetables. The vegetables is our main thing that brings in money. But from the vegetable money we've got, we were able to expand, and we are now into poultry. We are doing local chickens that we sell, and also we sell the eggs of the local chickens because they are very expensive. These days it's very hard to get local eggs. We are doing piggery because of vegetables. We were able to buy good breeds of pigs that we have there. And also we have also ventured into fish farming. Yeah. So that basically from the money of vegetables, we were able to expand the farm. And also from the money that we are able to save, we've been able to acquire a beautiful home, as you can see, from farming. So I encourage so many people, you may not start as big as others start. I don't encourage you to start big because getting money to do big things is quite hard. I encourage you to start small, just like the way I started. Yeah.
From your mother's backyard.
Exactly. So long as you are consistent in what you're doing, you'll achieve big from this. Yeah.
For me, it's a very big inspiration.
Yes.
And as compared to a number of girls out there that I meet every day,
yes,
in my world,
yeah,
I can say you are a different lady.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think from this, a lot of these girls are going to be inspired and they're going to be able to do something for themselves.
Actually, people think that farming is for people who never went to school. They are wrong about it. Anyone can do farming so long as you know what you're doing. Yes, you can be a doctor and as well as do farming. Yes, so many people have left their jobs. I'm not encouraging people to leave their jobs to come and engage in farming. You should have passion for it.
Exactly.
Like you should have love for farming. Not only farming, you can do other things that you have love for and you gain from them. You understand? Yes, so I don't encourage anyone to leave their jobs just because they have seen me leave my job to come and do farming. I left my job because I saw farming more than my job.